Hey guys, it is Clay at CPAP My Way, cpapmyway.com. Today I am here to discuss the SoClean 3. And in this video I'm going to show you how to set it up, what comes with it, how to connect everything together, how to run it, and then how to reassemble everything and start using your CPAP afterwards. Don't forget, if you like this content, I really appreciate that thumbs up. Comment with any questions or things I should expand on. There'll be a detailed link to this in the description in case you want to look further into it or potentially buy one. And subscribe if you want more content. Additionally, we're going to do a full-blown review on this as well, and once that's done, I'll put that description in the link as well, or here in the video somewhere, so that you can have easy access to our full review of the product. So when you get your SoClean 3, it's going to come in a nice little box like this. The box is very simple. It's got a little tab. Once you cut the tape, you'll just open it up from the front there. Inside that box, you're obviously going to have your manual. There's a lot of interesting information in that manual. And then a setup checklist to get you started off on the right foot. Additionally, you're going to have a little baggie. In that baggie, you're going to have two little blue clips and a little adapter that'll go into the tube. I'll show you here in a minute. Additionally, in this little box, we've got a SoClean filter. Very simple to install. I'll show you here in a minute. Comes in like a little housing with instructions and everything like that, which is kind of cool. And then finally, you're going to have your power supply in the bigger box here. And it's just a standard AC power supply. It does have this little removable AC adapter here. I'm assumptive that they're going to have adapters for use all over the world potentially. I haven't seen that yet, but it does pop on and off real easy with a little clip right there. You should not have to do that. You're going to plug it in here in the US more than likely, and it'll be nice and simple. All right, and on the back of the unit, right where your supply tube comes out, you're going to see two openings. One's a USB. That USB is not the power supply. There's a round hole over here to the right of that supply tube where you'll connect, and you'll see the lights pop on the top there briefly and go back out. You now have your power on and ready here. It's going to show you right off the bat that things aren't connected right and that you have no filter installed with those little error lights on the top there. So the next thing we're going to do is install our filter. All right. The filter goes into the little back door here. You pull from the top, it'll pop right open. Once you pop open that back door, you'll see the little blue rubber part there. That'll go towards the machine. So when you drop it in there, push it back, it's in place and it is ready to rock and roll. Now you'll notice the little error for the filter went away, but we still got our connection error there, so we'll get that hooked up next. That is where you're going to come to this little baggie and empty the adapter and the little clips. The little clips I'll show you at the very end because they're for a specific 12mm tube, and I'll show you why you might need them. But the first thing you're going to do is connect your supply tube to the little nipple on the adapter here. It's important to get it on there correctly so that it's all lined up right and that it doesn't leak anywhere, okay? All right, to activate this thing, before we use it initially, we're going to press wavy line, leaf, timer, leaf, wavy line. We should get a little check mark in green right there that lets you know you've activated the device successfully. Now we're going to be able to use it for the first time. You're only going to have to use that or put in that little combination for the first time, and I think it's a way to make sure that you have actually followed your device instructions here and set it up all correctly. All right, now that we've got this SoClean 3 set up and ready to operate, I'm going to just take you through a real quick orientation on how you're going to use it daily. So the first thing you'll do is open your lid by pressing the little lid open button there, right? It's going to flop open for you. And from there, you are going to take your mask, leave it connected to the end of your CPAP tube, and put the whole thing in there. If you've got a slim style tube, you may have to clip on these little clips here. So you'll put the mask in there, close the lid. As long as it closes properly and the tubing triggers the little safety thing, your tube icon will go away. I will tell you, that has been a little bit of a bugger for me, so you do sometimes have to like get it just right, maybe push it in a little further so that it's straight. Caught in there. All right, and see, I pushed it in there a little further, and now the little icon did go away because it was touching the sensor. A lot of times it's just not in far enough to hit the sensor and let the machine know that it's ready to run. Now that all your lights are away, it is ready to operate, but the last thing you've got to do is remove the tube from the back of your CPAP and plug it on to the end of your supply tube here and adapter. This adapter should fit almost any tube. If you've got like a AirSense heated tube with the little connectors, those connectors will slide right into that little hole. This particular heated tube doesn't have those connectors, so it just slides on like a regular tube would. Once you've got that, you've got a continuous circuit here, right? So that the ozone's going to flow through this little supply tube into your CPAP tubing, obviously, and then turn into the mask where it will circulate and kill all the junk. And to start that, all we have to do is press this wavy button right here. That just does one cycle, and it'll run through the process and turn itself off once it's done. If you wanted to delay it, you can press this little timer button. Press it once, and the light will light up for a 2-hour delay, again for a 4-hour delay, and again for a 6-hour delay. But I think most people are just going to fire this thing right up away, so it's really nicely ventilated by the time they come back. So just press that button, you will see it light up, and you will hear it start running. At this point, it's got to run through its process, and it will ventilate itself and be ready for use as soon as it shuts itself off. You can stop it by pressing and holding the open button, but it's still going to take like 20 or 30 minutes to ventilate before it will actually allow you to open up the SoClean and take the mask back out. So we'll let it run through the process here. So as the SoClean's running here, I just wanted to show you kind of mid-cycle. You'll notice this little bar starts to light up. That is your progress light, and it will eventually fill all the way out once it's complete. Don't think that you're missing some lights here, that something's not right. You will see it gradually grow as the cycle transpires. All right, so this has gone through a full cycle at this point, and you will notice when you come back, you will see a little green check mark light indicating that this thing is ready to rock and roll. When that check mark light is lit, you will be able to press the open button and the top will open. If you can't open the top, it's because it hasn't ventilated all the way. But if you see that green check mark, it does mean it's ready to rock and roll. At this point, you'll take your mask out. It will be ready for use. And then you will follow to the other end of your tube here, where you have your little hose connected here. You'll pull that out of the end of your tube, and you will reconnect your tube to your CPAP, and the entire thing is ready for use again. All right, I kind of wanted to come in close on this part. This is the DreamStation 2 heated tubing that I have here. This is the 12mm tube, and that is where your little tube clips are going to come into play. But I wanted to show you why you're using that. So when you open the SoClean here and you go to put your tube in there, you'll see how loosely it fits, right? You shut the door, and it's still going to tell you that you've got the wrong size tube in usually, right? So to remedy that problem, you will take in right towards the end of it here, I'd say like maybe an inch or two away, you'll take this little clip and just snap it into place there. Really, really simple. Snap it. And now when you put it in place, you'll notice that it has like a little cupped area there, and it does a really good job of triggering the little sensor inside here, which is what tells the SoClean 3 that you actually have a tube in there, and that it's safe to turn the machine on and use. So hopefully you enjoyed this information. If you did find it handy, we appreciate the thumbs up. Comment with any questions, concerns, or elaborations that I might need to throw in here, and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.